Hey friends, welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. This is Gina and I am pumped to be here with you today to go over two awesome choices for single to double strollers for your growing family. So I have two products here that I'm excited to go over with you. I do have individual videos on both of these. This isn't so much a comparison video as this is a celebration video of why these are good, smart, cost-effective choices for you if you want one stroller that can grow along with your family and you're not trying to spend in a super duper high premium range. You get awesome options, tons of features, and great products at very reasonable pricing. And so we're going to go over what you get value for dollar with both of these. So the products that you're looking at, since I didn't announce them, this is going to be the Venice Child Ventura. This is a new stroller. And this guy right here is the Agio Baby Z4. This is going to be made in Italy. This is going to be made in China. This is a little bit more expensive than this. So we're looking at a price point of around $749 for the Z4. And we would be looking at a $549 price point for the Venice Child. That being said, both of them are awesome for growing families because they're reasonably priced and they don't force you to buy all kinds of other things when you want them to become double strollers. So that being said, let's get into what makes them special just as single. So when you buy the Venice Child, the thing that's nice is in that price point, you do get, oops, let's raise the handle up here. You get a seat that pivots or reclines. You have the option, of course, to turn it toward mom and dad. And you get 3-position recline in both directions. The same is true of that seat. I will give the advantage here, and again, this is a more expensive product, so it should be this way. It's a single-handed adjustment for the recline, so I don't need to engage two hands in order to recline it like I did with that. And as you can see here, the seat flips around the same way that that guy does. So they both have the option to face either direction, which is great. This one's going to come with a cup holder, which is really nice. Height adjustment here is one-handed. Height adjustment here is two-handed. So pros and cons to both, but they both do have telescoping handles, which is great for taller parents. That being said, when we use them as singles, we're probably going to initially use them with the car seat directly on the stroller frame. Venice Child includes car seat adapters. So I have about 900 different pieces in the bottom of this product, and it includes all of them when you purchase it. So you're going to have a lot of ways that you can use it with that initial $549 price point, which is very exciting. We'll put the car seat adapter for this guy will work for Nuna, Cybex, Maxi Cozy, or Kleck. I'm going to put the Nuna on it just for kicks. So that's what I had. So that'll go on just like that. Now, the Agio Baby Z4, they have their own car seat. You could do all of those brands as well. You would have to buy a separate adapter. One thing I'll point out about this one, I'm able to fold the seat in half for storage. The Venice Child Ventura, the seat always stays big when you are taking it on or off or storing it somewhere. It's certainly not the end of the world, but you are paying more for this product, so I do appreciate that it has additional features that you're getting built in at that price point. It also makes the fold smaller. And as you can see, this one will work without any issue with their own car seat. It comes with those adapters included in the cost if you're going to buy their car seat. So that's definitely a nice feature of both of them. So initially we use the stroller like this. Baby eventually outgrows this car seat. We then move on to the stroller seat, which was the portion you saw on there before. And when you're doing the folding and unfolding of these products without the seats on them, they're probably going to be relatively similarly sized. I do think this is supposed to stand when it's folded if the handle's set to the right limit. They both have latches on the side. It's a little stiff because it's new, folks. That one's like a million times easier. Again, you're spending more money. But it's nice they include a lock on this. Their other version, the Maverick, that doesn't have a lock, so it kind of flops all over the place when you fold it. I appreciate that this has been addressed here. Now, for bigger kids, you then put the bigger kid seat on the product. And I will fold these at the end with the seats on them so you can see, but this is definitely going to have the smaller fold. And it's because the seat folds in half like you see. So, additionally, my coworker is here speaking, so it's a little distracting. But that's going to be sort of the setup for older kids. Now, you have your next baby. What do? Almost every other stroller brand on the market is going to force you to purchase a second entire seat to have it go on the product. Now, this is the Ventura second seat. Both of these brands offer a second seat, but neither forces you to utilize it immediately, and neither forces that purchase. And you're like, well, what are you talking about? The purpose of this conversation is to go over, the statistic is 66% of people that have more than one child, so that if they have 2 children, they'll have them within a 3-year range. So let's say you're dealing with a 2-year-old and a newborn, you're probably going to use a car seat and a stroller seat on the product at the same time, instead of 2 big kid seats. If you're having twins, you definitely are going to need that. But for most people, having the car seat be able to be on there and the big kid seat be able to be on there will take them for about an entire year. And then after that year, they can assess, hey, do I need a second seat, or do I prefer some type of standing riding board for an older child because they're just too big to sit and stroll any longer? Both of these brands have addressed that. So it just makes me really happy, because that is probably the biggest consideration with growing families and people who are making budget conscious decisions about single to double strollers. So Venice Child, no question, Ventura includes the most. So you're going to get adapters for the top and the bottom of the stroller. Ooh. So here's what's tricky about it. They actually give you adapters for like a multitude of scenarios. And I have to be very specific about which ones go where. Luckily, I'm pretty smart. No, just kidding. I've done this for so long that I can probably guess where most everything goes. These are our lower ones, and these need to go like this. There we go. So now for 2 children, we've got it all set up. And again, all these pieces are included in that initial $550. So you're not buying anything special extra. You're going to take the seat that came with the stroller, click it on the front, and then you'll put your car seat on the back, up top, where they can hang out and look at you. Just like that. 2 kids. And that was all built into that $550 price point. Now here, to enable you to be able to do this, you're going to have to spend an additional $50 or $60 for what's called the double kit. And that looks, and I've done videos about this before, but you're just going to fold this up, have it hang out. You'll take these pieces and put them on. I've done this enough where I know what I'm doing. It isn't difficult though. Meaning, yes, obviously I'm going to have like the capability to make this look very easy, but by that same measure, I do think that most people are capable enough to do this. And luckily these aren't changes you're doing all the time, sort of like a one-time thing, and then you'll remove it once you go back to having just one on there. There we go. Floor models get a little beat up. So now with that separate purchase, we're gonna be able to do here what we did there. So the seat that came with the product goes directly on. And car seat clips on. So, biggest difference is what you're getting more here. Longer warranty. Warranty on this product is going to be 5 years. There's very few products in the industry that have that long of a warranty, so that's a really nice feature, especially for one that you're using over a fair number of years. You also get one that folds smaller, which I'll show you at the end. Additionally, I'm trying to think, made in Italy, not made in China, and other little nice features. So like if we want to lock our front tires, we're able to do that up here with a cable, just like a little button, versus having to bend over, lock them physically, get your hands dirty, that type of thing. So lots of little benefits. Each seat on here will hold 50 pounds, whereas on this guy, you're looking at 44 pounds per seat. And the other thing that's cool about this one is the rider board is built in. So there is one more configuration here that you don't get here without a separate purchase. And what that looks like is if your children were spaced apart further, like my sister and I are 4 years apart, almost 5, it would be more likely that this type of configuration would be useful for my mother. And like she would have died if something like this would have been available back in a million years ago. She would have loved it. All right, this would go here for the new baby. And then on the back, there's a standing riding board built in. That's always there. That'll hold up to 55 pounds. So no, you cannot skateboard on it for you excited parental enthusiasts that want to go hog wild. It's meant for kids. They can stand on it, put their head through here, hold on to either side, and you're back here, and everybody's in a nice little train of looking at the baby, which can be fun for the older sibling. We're able to do that here with an additional purchase for around $129. You can buy a piece called a rider board. And the other cool thing about the rider board is their rider board on this one, yes, it is a separate purchase, but it would enable you to even possibly use this for 3 children, because what it does is it gives you additional ability to hinge out, or not hinge out, but extend out the handle with the rider board on the back, so you're up higher and there's more space for everybody while you're walking. You could potentially do 3 children, although that sounds like really a nightmare. Theoretically, it could be done. And their rider board is very cleverly designed as well, but it is a separate purchase. And again, not very surprising. Agio is going to be a higher end product, a little bit fancier brand, more European focused versus mass merchant. So, like I said, both are great options if you're trying to find a single that can be a double. You're not trying to spend up a Baby Vista money or Bugaboo Donkey money or Silver Cross Wave money. You still want quality. Either one of these is going to take you the distance, very, very reasonably priced. Again, what you're getting here is lighter weight and smaller fold and a higher end product. I'd also argue you do get way more color choices. And we'll just fold it as a single, not as a double. And I'm just removing the double pieces. And this is where the cost difference will be most noticeable. I mean, obviously the fit and finishes too. It's like nicer material, but they both roll surprisingly quite well. Usually on inexpensive strollers, they don't roll nicely. This one rolls very nicely. This rolls great. Folds down, folds together. Lightest weight single to double on the market. There is nothing lighter that is more fully featured and all-terrain than this that'll go from 1 to 2. So love that. And then your fold here. Now I'm wondering, like, can I extend the handle to make it stand? Ooh, I can. Just like that. So this is bulkier. This is neater. The seat here, like I said, always remains open. The seat there is closed. I would say removing this and storing these pieces in the vehicle separately probably makes the most sense versus trying to lift it all in at the same time. I don't even know how this stands. It's got to stand. There we go. All right, now it's standing. A little bit trickier. But yeah, those are the products. My poor floor model's been so beat up. There we go. But if you do have any follow-up questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Just wanted to point out that not every single great product has $1 billion of advertising behind it. And sometimes you can find incredible choices that just maybe aren't as well known, that suit you really, really well. So questions or comments, leave them below. Please be sure to hit like and subscribe. We've got lots of great ideas and videos coming in 2023. Or if there's something you want to see, leave it below. Would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.